Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm a Russian-American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials of affordable, inexpensive makeup from Walmart, drugstore, AliExpress, various websites. I'll test it on my face and I'll pass the savings to you guys. So this video is right up my alley. I'm testing very affordable items that I got in my latest beauty bay haul. And the star of the show is the Sunset Horizons palette, of course. We're going to be doing this look. I'll be doing testing blushes, highlighter, bronzer, and various pencils, and we'll talk about the items, what they cost, and if they're worth it. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell below so YouTube notifies you every time I upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 AM Pacific time, and also go live every Sunday at the same time, 9 AM Pacific time, which is 5 PM in UK. So like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The links are down in the description box. So let's get right into this. So before we start and get into the video, I just wanted to let you know that I finally signed up with some reward style and shop style links where I can earn a small commission if you shop with my personal link. So thank you, Missa, for recommending and finally get me into it. So if you guys are interested in any of these items that I'm going to list in the description box, I'm going to put the links I create myself so I can earn some commission. It's not going to cost you anything extra. It's just gonna help me out. So thank you guys. If you use these links, it's gonna help me a lot. So get this out of the way. Let's do the Russian word of the day. And of course, I must do sunset, right? So sunset is actually 2 words. Sun and like set, you know. In Russian there's 2 words. Zakat, which means setting, and solnце, which means of the sun. So zakat, solnце. I'm gonna put this as usual on Cyrillic on top and the phonetic pronunciation below. Zakat, solnце. So use it in a sentence down below in the comments if you want to. It's easy to use because we're talking about this, right? So let's get right into this video. So I got all these items on Beauty Bay after I swore, and I'm gonna be on low budget or no budget. Yeah, I'm trying to like not to spend because, you know, health insurance that we don't have anymore, we have to pay a lot for. So yeah, but when I found out how inexpensive these items are and how great they are, I'm like, I have to get it. Yeah, I got my Nikki Tutorials pop socket on finally, and I'm like, I like this. How did I not use this before? Anyway, so the palette is 15 bucks. I'm gonna mention it at the end of the video. The highlighter, blush, and bronzer are around 6 bucks each, and the pencil sets are 3 pencils for each and a $12.50 per 3. So it's like 4 something for each pencil. So I'm going to swatch the pencils real quick first, and then I'm gonna go into the swatches of the palettes. So the pencils, the only thing I don't like about them, so there is like no kind of a sign of which one is which. Like the ColourPop ones, they have colors, the color of the pencils, the plastic matches the color of the pencil, and LA Girl, let's say, you know, the color matches. But here is I have to like look at the name, so that's the only problem I have with them, and they all look the same. So it comes in a box like this. That's the pastel one. The other ones that came in the black box. So I'm just gonna open them and see what they are because I'm not even sure anymore. So this is Blue Skies. It's a nice light blue. I like the pale ones because usually I like my waterline to be light. And this is the Aurora. That's the ones I have in my waterline already. It's like a light lilac kind of purplish color. Minted, there you go. That's the light one. I have to probably organize my makeup, so I put them all together so don't confuse the colors. So that's the minted at the end. Real pretty. I love these colors and the quality, you'll see. And the 3 neutral ones, they're like black, brown, and nude. And I really need this because I don't have any of these colors. I mean, for the waterline. It's so creamy. It's so soft. I really enjoy this formula. I mean, Beauty Bay's killing it, killing it. Every single item. I'm like, how? They're so affordable. They're so good. I mean, I like UK brands, like I really like UK brands right now. Here's a black one. I never put black in my waterline, but like I said at the end of this video, really pushing my boundaries, my comfort zone. Here's a nude one. Yeah, the nude one is real nice too. That's gonna be a nice substitute when the white is too stark white, although I like white. But so this one is called Vanilla, and ink is black and coffee is brown, very appropriately. So those are the pencils. And now we're gonna go into the highlighter, bronzer, and blush. I'll swatch real quick and I'll show you swatches palette separately. I'm not gonna swatch on camera because it takes way too long, and this video, I have a feeling, is gonna be one of the long ones. So this is the bronzer. I have already stuff on my hand, but never mind. So that's the bronzer. And that's the blush. The bronzer in the color Donut. So this is a real cool bronzer. I like that. I can actually contour with it. It's almost like a contour color, which I love. So that's the blush. Real nice. This blush, it might be a little dark for me, but if I go light and gentle, it's not going to be too dark. But online, it looks like it's going to be real pale for some reason, but yeah. That's what happens. And this is freaking amazing. That's a highlighter. So this is Beam. And that's a highlighter. I mean, here, you can see a little better. Maybe it's a little darker. Alright, there we go. So let's just swatch the palette real quick. And so these are the swatches, the first 3 rows here. And as usual, they don't all fit, so I have the last row on the other hand, on the other arm. Yeah. So they all bright, they all swatch nicely. I mean, my hand is dry. I don't prime it first. I think some people prime their skin. Maybe it's a good idea, but anyway. Yeah, they all swatch really beautifully, even on dry skin. And this is the last one. Real dark and deep. I can't wait to do more dark, deep looks with this, like really grungy and dark. The shimmer's amazing. I mean, they're stunning. All of them are stunning. So this was the swatches. Let's get into the tutorial, and then I'll give you my final thoughts, which is kind of like not surprising anymore. So let's get it. Let's start with Missa Special. I'm going with Candid Concealer. That's Revlon Candid Concealer my friend Missa loves, and I've used it before and I think it does work very well. So it's 015 color light pale, and we're going to use this as a base because it works. Actually, any concealer works as a base, to be honest. I've just got so bougie lately. All I've been using is eyeshadow base. Anastasia. P. Louise. Like, who am I? Why am I so bougie? And why am I applying so much concealer as a base? I should apply very little. That's my own rules. But anyway. Alright, blendy, and smooshy, like Tourist says. So I did blend it out with a sponge a little bit. I pressed it in. And this is a color slightly lighter than my skin tone, but it does work great as a base. So I'm going to use the Spectrum brush, A12. I'm trying to use small brushes here because for this cut crease look, I like to place eyeshadow exactly where I want it. So I'm going right for the color Hibiscus. This one. So I'm going for deep purple. So I wanted to create this sunset because clearly it's called Sunset Horizons. So we want to be predictable and do sunset look. So I'm going to put the full cut crease right where it's supposed to go immediately. Kind of sketch it. Taking the same brush with a little eyeshadow left in it for the ease of blending, I'm going to Flamingo. All the shades are so pretty, and I almost passed on this palette. It blends beautifully, nicely. Again, I have no issues with Nikki palette either. It's kind of like either of them work really well. So some people, I mean a lot of people had issues with Nikki Tutorials palette, but to me my palette worked. So. And that is an issue of itself because the quality should be uniform all over. So I kind of use the same brush. So now, so the purple and pink blended well because I used it on the same brush. So now kind of mix the two colors together, add a little bit more, clean this brush on the color switch, go back to purple. So now I'm going with another brush. So this is like just light blending. We're gonna blend more later. So I'm going with a Morphean named brush. So this is kind of the same size brush. So I'm going to sorbet. So I'm just gonna kind of slightly use all of them. There is not much room on the eyelid at this point. So I'm gonna go with the sorbet, a little bit of beef. Is it beef or reef? Reef, excuse me. Why would it be beef? I'm an idiot. Reef and zest. So the deep orange, the lighter orange, and the yellow. I called reef beef. Just me. Is it me or is it hard to read? Those names are so kind of pulled together. That's why reef looks like beef. But never mind me. So yeah, orange first. I'm pretty much going to use the same brush. So how you guys doing? I've been stuck at home for the longest time and just teaching at home because I'm a fitness instructor. So the gyms briefly reopened and got shut down immediately, which is of course understandable. But I've been teaching at home on Google Meet. Thing is, from overuse and overdoing it, because I'm doing the same thing over and over again, I think I got myself in situations because my knees, I think it's a runner's knee. I went to see a doctor with my new insurance and they said I have patellofemoral pain, patellofemoral syndrome, which I thought I knew it was gonna be that pretty much. Yeah. So now I'm told not to exercise, which is very difficult. And actually my knee's been kind of bothering me so much, so I can't really do much anyway. And I'm driving myself crazy because I can't do anything. I can take a walk, but now I have neuromas on my right foot. I know it's TMI, but I'm kind of frustrated. So I got two neuromas between my toes that kind of didn't bother me in years, and all of a sudden they are like hell. I cannot step on my right foot and my knee's hurting. And I decided to go for a hike. My husband and I went for a hike. I mean, not too high up the hills, but you know, Florida, California is full of hills. I'm going for the yellow now, by the way. So we have a lot of hills. So I'm like, let's not go too high so my knees don't get bothered. So we went for like a mild incline hike and decided to have a brilliant idea to fix my neuromas so I don't feel pain. I have acupuncture mat. If you don't know what acupuncture mat is, I use it for my tailbone pain because I have neuroma, sciatica. So that one works, and it's like plastic pins. So I took one of those discs with plastic pins and I stuffed it down my shoe. Yeah, I went there. I put it right under my neuromas between my third and fourth toe. I'm laughing now, but it actually worked. It worked really well. But the problem is it slid up and down. So I came home and I'm like, why am I getting so much pain? Well, I got neuromas, I got a bad knees, and now I've got a big bad blister on top of everything because the thing was sliding back and forth. So yeah, I'm a genius. Not only have all those issues, now I have a blister on top of it. And I'm down at home now. So how's your day going? Well, hopefully I started to do some YouTube exercises. Like I'll Google some YouTube physical therapy for the patellofemoral syndrome. and I've been doing some of that. I have an appointment with a sports medicine doctor, but that's not until like 10 days from now. So between now and then, I want to do something to fix myself, kind of help myself first. So hopefully the YouTube videos are gonna help. I kind of know what to do. It's just like, I just want to go cycling or running, but it ain't happening very soon. Or any Zumba. So yeah, I'm stuck. And I'm driving myself nuts and crazy. My husband and I spent afternoon today, morning actually, decluttering the apartment. Because I was like, we need to declutter. Because I feel like everything is everywhere and my makeup and everything is like, it's driving me crazy. I can't go exercise, so I'm really antsy. So I started moving stuff around, throw away a bunch of stuff, a bunch of trash sitting around. I mean, it's like things like you get in the packages that get like recyclables. Yeah. So Teresa, if you still have a lot of boxes, you could unleash pee in your house right now. I'm so antsy, I would clean your house within a couple of days, so it would be like sparkling. And it's very satisfying, you should try it. Decluttering and throwing away stuff is the most satisfying thing ever. Comment below if you agree. Well, some people don't like throw away things. I love throwing away things. I love throwing away things so much. By the way, I'm using micellar water because it didn't make a mess. So I like throwing away things so much, so sometimes I throw it away and then I forget. And then like a few months later, I'm gonna start looking for something, like an item of clothing, and I realize I decluttered it. Yep, that happens. That's funny, but it's true. But it's still so satisfying. I love decluttering, especially when I live in a small space like we do, in a rental 1-bedroom, and I have so much stuff sitting around. Decluttering is like relief. All right, going back to the concealer. I'm gonna cut my crease with the same concealer. Okay, I'm taking the Profusion brush, which is kind of pointy at the end. It's good for drawing lines for the outer corner. So I'm gonna go with a deep Thunder, light blue, dark blue, and I'm gonna go into deep, which is not that deep actually. So from here to here. So we're gonna create a smoky, like an ocean look. So that's the sunset over the water, and that's like the smoky dark water look on the angle. So this one is real nice too. The very pigmented deep blue packs on real well. So I'm gonna use a fluffier brush from Spectrum B11. I'm gonna go into the deep color, which is a lighter blue. So I'm gonna just drag it into the low lash line immediately, because we're gonna do it smoky. I've been using some low lash eyelashes. I got those on Amazon a while ago. They're real cheap. I mean, they're cheap and they're cheap looking, but they really work well actually. And I don't hate them, they're real nice. So you see, like, I cut them in 2 pieces, so I put 1 piece here and 1 piece here, so it gives you a little more of an open dolly eye look, but not too crazy, because they still look kind of natural. They were like a $9.99 for a set of 20. So there's 10 sets of upper lashes and 10 sets of low lashes. Upper lashes are very kind of boring, but the low lashes are great, so I kind of got them only for the low lashes. So now I'm taking a flat brush, just a main Morphe brush, and we're gonna go to the beautiful blue shimmer. It's gonna represent the water, and it's named Oasis. It's so pretty. And the shimmers are really great. They're very creamy actually. Very soft, creamy, no problems. They're not chunky at all. So mixing and blending with it light blue, which is the deep color. It's not that light, but it actually kind of light-ish. So let me do the low lash line immediately, why not? I'm gonna take a smudgy brush at Spectrum 813. I like this kind of brushes for low lash line. And I want to go into the deep dark shimmer. It's called Stargazing. And I want to make the low lash line deeper to kind of look like a deeper part of the ocean where when the sun sets, some of the parts of the water look lighter, and then you got deeper, so that's gonna be like deeper waters. Yeah. So I did a little bit of staying off camera. I used this Grwm high-vis liquid liner to kind of like give me a little more defined look of the crease and fix some unevenness here. One eye was looking down, the other one looking up, as if I'm just having a stroke here, just casually. So this is in the color, I'm not sure what color that is, but it's purple anyway. So I just put the line here. So now we're doing the waterline. I usually don't show you the waterline because, I mean, who wants to watch somebody put stuff in the eyeball? It's just creepy. But we're reviewing this pencil, and this is a Grwm crayon eyeliner. And I was very curious about this because it kind of looks like Colourpop, and I love the Colourpop ones. So I got the trio, and this is one of the pastels that look so pretty. And the box looks pretty too. Look at that pretty box. I love that. It's like a rainbow in the pastels. Alright, so this is in the color Aurora. So it's like a light purple, so it kind of goes with my low lash line. I guess I could have put the darker color in my waterline, but I like my waterline to pop. I like to open up my eye a little more. And yeah, now you get to see my eyeball weirdly open with my eyelid turned inside out. I mean, who doesn't enjoy the sight of the eyelid turned inside out? Yeah, I would say that it's very pigmented. It goes on waterline well. And you see, this eye has been done for like a while. And this one just got done. That means it's not going anywhere, which is a good thing. So it is seemingly waterproof and it stays on. I would say it's a very, very good tube for Colourpop. I mean, Colourpop is available in US, as you know, and it's hard to get in UK, and you can get these Beauty Bay liners in UK. I think they're great. As far as I know, like what I tried now, I mean, it feels very well, good. It's very pigmented. Now, just smudge the low lash line. All I need to do is just mascara, eyelashes, and eyeliner. And I'm gonna use the Revolution eyeliner in Renaissance Flick. I'm going to use Blush Princess mascara because I'm still like trying not to let it dry up completely. And I'm gonna use the eyelashes of unknown origin. I don't remember where I got them, but they're just sitting around, they're old. So. And I'll be back to show you. So that's a finished eyes for now. Because I still have to do foundation and base makeup, and once I do base makeup we'll like adjust all the blending. So I put a little bit of a highlighting shade from Nikki Beauty Bay palette, and because this one doesn't really have highlighting shade, everything is a little too dark. So yeah, so that's how I look. So for me, I think the white is missing. Again, like why do we have this murky shade here? It's kind of like a dirt shell, it's a shell. I would rather have this white. So Nikki Beauty Bay, it was missing black. This one has black, which is a good black. I put a little bit of outer corner, but this palette is missing white. And why do we have two yellow shades? I can get away with this. Just do away with this shade and put white here. And we got black and we got white. Or get rid of this murky shade. I mean, Beauty Bay, really? Get it straight for once. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'll be back with a full face. And we're gonna test some of the bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And I'm really excited. Alright, gazillion minutes later, we got the eyes. And I'm really happy about this. Everything about this palette, the way it blended. I wouldn't say it blended easier than Nikki tutorials, maybe it is, but I had no issues with Nikki either. The reason I'm comparing it with Nikki is because a lot of people did have problems with Nikki and tutorials palette, and I didn't. So, and to me, just like each one of them worked perfectly well, so no complaints. So let me zoom you out so you can try the rest of the stuff. The lips happened. I wanted to go with nude, but I'm like, nope. I'm going with Sunset. I used Maybelline in the color Romantic. This is matte ink, very pink, and I used on top of it in the middle NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the color 05, Orange County. How convenient. I'm like really close to Orange County here. And then I used a little eyeshadow in the middle because I don't have yellow lipstick and I kind of like don't need it. So I use this. I'm really excited now to test the highlighter, the bronzer, and the blush. So a little contoured already with the contour palette from Essence, just a little Essence palette, and we're going to go down. So let's start with the bronzer. The bronzer I got in the color Donut. The packaging looks real cheap, let's be honest. It's a little plastic packaging. The color looks nice, looks cool. I like cool bronzers. Cool tone bronzers look, I think, flattering on a lot of skin tones. So it looks about right? It's not too dark. I'm gonna go with a big brush, and we shall see. Yeah, this is actually very nice. I think it's actually that cool. The tone is so cool. I think I can contour with it instead of just bronzer. Next, let's test the blush, and the packaging is just the same. It's like a real lightweight plasticky feel, but I mean, it's budget, it's nice. The color Blossom. It looked a little lighter online, I think, but it looks kind of scarily dark, but we shall see. It has a little shimmer. I like shimmery bronzers. I'm gonna go real lightly, just in case it's too... I mean, I was gonna say I like shimmery blushes. Yeah, it's not that dark actually. I'm using a light hand just to make sure I'm not too dark. Yeah, you could go all dark by accident if you put too much, but just going lightly. It does have a very nice sheen, yeah, really nice looking. So I'm very excited to test the highlighter. So I'm going to spray myself with the setting spray so the highlighter stands out. Okay, I sprayed myself with Elaina Make It Last. And just because I'm trying to pan it. It's a nice spray, but not my favorite. So let's do this. Clean brush. I'm very excited. It's glittery the house. Wow. This is one of those highlighters that just like one swipe and it's like too much. If I say this is too much, just look at this. Let me turn down the light, the brightness of my ring light. Look at this. This is insane. It's like Tin Man the house. Yeah. This is one of those cases that I'm like, I probably need to tone it down just a little bit. That's insane. Oh! Girl, it's too much. Alright, I'll put just a little bit on my forehead because, I mean... Okay, toned it down. Just a little bit because it was insane. So I did add a little glitter in my cut crease line because I felt like glitter was necessary. So there's that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that highlight in my inner corners, and that should do. That should be the end of this look. Yeah, this highlighter is insane, just insane. Thing is, it does have a lot of glitter in it, so if you don't like it, it's definitely going to show texture if you have texture in your skin. And I mean, most people do. Nobody is like a 12-year-old Barbie, unless you are a 12-year-old. But most people have texture. So, I mean, I don't mind it. It doesn't show texture terribly. I've seen worse. But it does have glitter particles. But I live for glitter. So for me, it's a big plus. So, but just heads up, if you don't like it, you're not gonna like this one. So this is it. This is the end of this video. So let me give you my final thoughts. I'm really enjoying this look. Really, really, really enjoying it. I mean, this is a classic look for me. I love the pulled out look. I mean, lately they've been going bigger and bigger. I think Miss and I would kind of like feed off each other. She goes bigger, I go bigger, I go longer. It's going like into the 80s realm, and I'm not sure about it, but it looks nice. So I really, really do recommend this. This is so inexpensive, so affordable. This palette is amazing. I mean, I saw people doing looks with it before I purchased it. That's why I purchased it, because I didn't plan to buy it. But after I bought it, I'm so happy I did. So this was a nice haul. I highly recommend the Beauty Bay brand. As a brand overall, I only have positive experience. I don't have a single bad thing to say about this. These are great. The bronzer was amazing. I chose the shade that's really cool, which I love. The blush is really shiny. It's really pretty. It's a soft sheen. It's a little dark for me, but it's my own doing. The highlighter, it's like the highlight of this purchase. Really, I love this thing, and I know Missa loved it, so I'm not surprised I did. I really, really, really enjoy this. It's amazing. The pencils are so good. So if you guys are looking for something, if you're in UK and if you don't want to go into ColourPop realm territory, get these. These eyeliners, they're just like, to me, they're just like ColourPop. They're so creamy. They stay put. I mean, I've been having this eyeshadow on for a while, and this eye look, and it's still in there. That purple, the light lavender kind of purple, it's still in there. So yeah, if you guys haven't bought this yet, go get it, because this is amazing. It's really, really inexpensive, and the shipping to US is not that bad. It's like under 2 weeks. I mean, Revolution ships quicker. The Beauty Bay is not that bad either. So the Book of Magic palette is going to be in my next video. So that one's going to be a separate review. So that's it, guys. That's my final thoughts. I love everything, and I'm not SHATing you. It really is that good and that inexpensive. Truly down to my channel motto. Budget friendly and great affordable makeup. So highly recommend, go shop. And recently I signed up to, thanks to Missa again, I signed up to Shop Style and some websites like that create affiliate links for you. So if you shop through my links in my description box, I'll earn a small commission. So that's just another way to make money on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in purchasing any of these things, I'm gonna link each one of them separately, and it's gonna be my personal link that I can get commission. So thank you if you use it. Thank you in advance. So this is the end of this video. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, welcome, and subscribe to my channel. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 AM Pacific time. So ring notification button down below so YouTube notifies you when the new video comes out. I also go live every Sunday at 9 AM Pacific time as well, which is 5 PM in UK. So in the live sessions, I just do some makeup challenges and looks, and we'll have fun. We chat, and usually it's a blast. I love it. So come join me every Sunday. So like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The links are down in the description box, and leave me a comment. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being patron on my Patreon group. The links to the group are in the description box. I really appreciate all the help and all the support from me and my channel. Thank you guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.